Yo, what's up, everybody? I am Man Sparks, and you are tuned into another episode of Kick Flips. On this particular episode, we're going to do a deep dive into the Jordan 6 Carmine. Without further ado, let me pull these bad boys out of the box, and then we're going to get to it. Alright, now that we got these bad boys outside of the box, let's talk about the details on them and why they should be in every single sneakerhead's closet on earth. First off, this shoe was recently released on February 13th of 2021. This particular colorway and this particular style of shoe is very highly sought after because this is the closest we're going to get to the 1991 original version of this shoe. And we call this the 1991 version because it has the Nike Air on the back versus any of the other variations of the shoe that came out. I believe the last time this shoe came out was in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. But deep diving into the shoe even more, I like the color contrast. That's one thing that the Jordan 6 stands out to me, and one reason why it stands out to me. Only other shoe that I can think of that's in this realm of Jordan 6 is probably the Jordan 6 Infrareds. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of any other. I believe they had an Olympic 6 or those Olympic 7s. I think it was Olympics. I know it was Olympic 7s. I believe he had Olympic 6s too, if I'm not mistaken. But this particular shoe was even more sought after because it was rumored, it wasn't rumored, it was true that a lot of these particular shoes, it was bleeding along the soles. So some shoes, fresh out of the box, the sole was like turning pink or burgundy. So closer to the release of this shoe, it was rumored that the shoe was going to get scrapped, that it wasn't going to come out, that they was going to pull all the men's sizes. A lot of stores pulled all of their men's sizes and they was only releasing the kid sizes. So when this shoe did come out, I thought that when it did come out and a lot of the stores that were selling it pulled their supply and they wasn't making it readily available to the public, I thought the shoe wasn't going to come out. I thought they was going to send everything back to Nike and either destroy this shoe or start selling it at the outlets for a discounted price. But luckily, a few of the shoes did make it through and it wasn't bleeding on the soles. And I was lucky enough to get my hands on my size, so I'm happy. And all of the kid sizes, it seemed like it was no problem with that. One thing I didn't know when I was a kid when this shoe first came out, I thought these two holes in the tongue was just for design, but I recently learned all these years later is that you're supposed to put your two fingers in it and pull the tongue up when you're lacing them up and you're about to go play basketball. Another feature about this shoe that I really like that's unique to this particular shoe is the lace shroud. It covers up the laces, and one thing I didn't know is that this should snap at the top. When I had some 6s before, I didn't know that it snapped, and I was like lacing it, I was like tucking it through and pulling it out on the other side, but it has a snap at the top for that. I think I found out because I accidentally like pulled it apart and I thought I broke the shoe, but that's how I found out it's an actual snap there. We got a lace stay. On the one side of the lace stay it says Nike, and if I'm not mistaken, yes. On the other side we got the Jordan logo. We got the icy bottom. Ooh, it's so beautiful when you see a fresh pair of bottoms of shoes and they're icy, but also I like it as it ages and it turns yellow. For some reason I like that. I think that you should wear your shoes, and the longer you wear them, it starts to take on its own personality per se. As long as it's clean, it's not like super beat up, I think that you should wear your shoes, and I'm definitely going to be wearing these shoes. Probably not as often as the normal shoe wearer, because I got so many pairs of shoes, and a lot of shoes that I have I only wear probably like once or twice a year because I have so many and I keep them in rotation. But I don't think there's much else that can be said about this shoe. The name Carmine, my wife was asking me where the name Carmine came from, and that's just the color of the red. Real simple. You don't have to overthink this. It's just the color of the red, we call these the Carmine 6s. Another detail about this shoe, I know they probably didn't do it on purpose, is that I like the white stitching that kind of like peeks out around the shoe overall. I like that little touch to it. Again, I don't know if they did it on purpose or not. Another thing about this shoe, they say that these are kind of stiff around the ankles. It is pretty stiff, but with wearing it, I'm sure that this leather is going to loosen up and it's going to be softer. It's probably, like I said earlier, it's going to take on its own like personality. Each shoe is going to take on its own personality depending on how much you wear the shoe. I think that's pretty much it about this shoe. Hopefully you was able to get your hands on a non-bleeding sole version of this shoe. And if you did, if you took a W like I did, or if you took the L like millions of other people, leave your comments down below. And like I always say, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my page, comment, and most importantly, like this video. I'll be back with another one, probably tomorrow or probably the next day. I hope that all of you guys have a nice day. Hopefully you're staying safe, staying healthy. Once again, I am Ant Sparks. This is Kickflips. This is the Carmine 6. Peace.
600.
Yeah, kick flips. Yeah, you know it's kick flips. Ay, look, hit up I am Ant Sparks to upgrade your shoe game. Every size and color, he got more kicks than Luke Kane. Exclusive with the dead stock. Miss out on this, you bet not. Shoot, game so crazy that it just might blow your head top. You know we flip kicks, that's why the brand is Kick Flips. That clock is moving tick tick. Better holler, you don't wanna miss this. This your number one source, authentic fly sneakers. He ain't playing with the game. Nike, Reeboks, and Adidas. Man, I'm saying, pay attention. Can't y'all see that heat different? You won't find a better price, and you might get free shipping. Ay, new school to the retro. All the J's is petrol. You need a plug, he is the plug. I said enough, now let's go.